This is Rock Leach with Social Fire. Now, you know, in this day and age, y'all, we got pastors who will fight, slap you, cuss. They'll do all kind of things, bishops as well. And this video we finna react to, we have to have this conversation. But before I have the video shown, I've got to warn you, if you're watching this on your television and you got your kids present, I want you to switch to your personal device and watch the video, or get the children to leave the room until you finish watching the video, or save the video and come back at another time, because I don't want your children to hear the language that's probably used in this video. Want to warn you of that, and we try to be good stewards of warning people of different the kind of content that we're getting ready to show. You don't want to miss this video. I just don't believe that when you have the Holy Ghost and there is a move of God, that supersedes having to be conscious of time management. The Lord is having his way. So if it takes 3 hours for the Lord, no, I don't believe in that. I don't. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me. God can move when, yes, God can. Yes, God can. But a lot of time we will use that foolishness to not be punctual. You got the same Holy Ghost filled folk who show up at their job on time. You got these same Holy Ghost folk when they at their job, when that break time roll around, they gonna go on break. Don't matter what the Holy Ghost is doing. They gonna do that and be punctual with it. Well, inside of church, this is what a struggle is. And I grew up in church where service lasted a long time. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Service lasted sometimes 4 hours, and I'm not even exaggerating. Service lasted a long time. I didn't know any better. My mother, that's just what we did. And we was just going to be there. Offering lasted forever. I'm not even going to get into that. But when we look at these kind of things, this is not the day and age that we're doing that anymore. Folk be ready to go. And the standard church service is about hour and 30 minutes, about 90 minutes. That's the same thing there, or less. And God can still move. I'm just going to tell you that. God can still move. But we're going to go ahead and react to this video here that was sent to us. This pastor looks like they're sharing a building, and it got heated. And I just believe they was finna put them hands on one another in a minute. At least one of them was. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Let's go.
You have a service. I didn't say she had to stop worshiping God.
You did. And don't worry about it.
What I said was this. When you have a service,
now I'm gonna make you aware that we are going to stop this video because I have to stay within fair use on this video. But it looks like this gentleman right here with the gold shirt on is using the other gentleman's church, who is the bishop here at this church. He's borrowing the church, and I've been down here before with this kind of thing. I myself had a situation where someone was using our building for a season, and I will talk about that. But let's go. And looks like he took too long to end his service because God was moving. All right.
I want to make sure we start on time. One, that we don't have to rush the man or woman of God. Okay, so let me finish talking in my house.
Oh my God. In my house. You let me finish talking in my house. And that was petty. It was petty, and I believe it would have went another direction if he hadn't have said that. But let's see what's going on in my house.
I don't give a damn about your house.
God bless you, sir.
It is on fire now. He said, I don't give about your house. Lord, he let him know. All right, let's go.
That's not how you order.
Like
that's not protocol.
God bless you,
trust
sir.
and believe me, I know.
God bless you, sir.
There are souls that are still here trying to be free.
And I didn't say that she didn't have to stop.
I don't give a damn about no damn time limit.
I know protocol. That's one thing I do know is protocol. But I also don't care about a time limit. Man, if you don't sit down with that. I almost want to rewind that to make sure that's what he said. I know protocol. That's one thing I do know. But don't you talk to me about no time limit. Man.
Bless you, sir.
Who are you to tell God he can't do what he got to do?
God bless you, sir. We thank you for coming. When you leave out, please watch out for the step. God bless you.
In this church. That don't make no damn sense.
Now, see, it looks like this brother here is trying to escalate it. I don't know, but he's upset. There's a lot of feelings and emotion in this moment. I'm gonna go.
And you a bishop in the Lord's church?
Here's his style, man. God bless you.
Don't put your hands on my shit.
God bless you.
See, he's trying to escalate with these cuss words now. Yeah. Y'all notice how his cuss words is getting just bit more words. And then he turned around and said, and you a bishop in the large church? Listen, you in here cussing. I heard you. I don't know if y'all heard him drop the F-bomb in there. You know, what are you doing here? I believe, let's see if it escalated anymore. There's not much of the video left. Let me see.
God bless you.
Okay, it's not much of the video. I want to go back. Let me go back because I wanted to hear when he talked about protocol. I know protocol.
How you order?
Like I
And that's
said,
not protocol.
God bless you.
Trust and believe me, I know it.
Oh. He know protocol, y'all. But don't talk to him about no time. We ain't talking about time. Now, we're not doing that. But protocol, trust and believe. Trust and believe. All right. Y'all, this is one of those things that I look at where we will over spiritualize things. Man, you're late. This brother here probably got to start his service at a certain time and you have to be done by a certain time. And so, you know, even when we allowed our church to be used, I would only allow it to be used after we were done. I didn't want to have to come in and be straightening up stuff and or our members, our staff to be straightening up different things after another church. So once we got done, because there was a thing, we always had a checklist of things that had to be done before we left. The deacons always make sure that was done. And so what would happen is that it would, you know, when they came, you know, they would have service, but their time, you know, we had a time limit, but if they went over, we wasn't having service later on. We would make sure that it was like that. But looking at this right here, this is where I have a problem when people will over spiritualize things and we don't put a time out there. Like it's like God is not a God of time. And when I say this, a lot of people are going to get upset with me about this is that, you know, I just refuse to believe that because you're Pentecostal, you got to be late because God is moving. God, we can't stop God. Some of the stuff that we call God is not God, y'all. I'm going to say it. Some of this running, jumping across the pews and sliding on the floor and all of that right there uncontrollably, it's not God, especially when it's uncontrolled. I'm going to say it. I done already said it. I'm going to say it again. So I need you all to understand that this brother right here is walking out. I'm quite sure, and I'd really like to know, just if I'm being honest with you, I'd really like to know what ended up happening with all of this. Who are these preachers? What are the name of their churches? And does this brother have his own church now? This bishop, does he have his own church now? I'd really like to know that. And then if either one of them are watch this or any of y'all know them, tell them I'd like to interview them. I'd really like to talk about this video going forward because y'all, we talk about viral videos here, but I'd like to know the story behind them if I can get an interview, and I would interview them to talk about and see what's going on. Not to get no fight started, but I hope that both of their ministries are still doing well. All right. I want to know what you think about this entire thing. Get in the comments. Let's go.